and welcome to InVision Irving, your business connection. I'm Jolene DeVito at the headquarters of the Greater Irving-Las Colinas Chamber of Commerce. We have a packed show today, including a visit to the Aviation Institute of Maintenance, where young people are learning about career options. And an aging Irving apartment complex gets an extreme makeover. See the grand opening celebration. That and more coming up, but we begin in Austin. Irving residents and business owners made the trip for some special recognition and to talk about the issues important to the city. Thomas Gandy reports from the state capitol.
Outside, inside, and all around the state capitol, there is history.
I'm excited to be here.
But right now, these Irving residents are focusing more on the future.
It's an opportunity to talk to our elected officials, let them know our feelings and how it can improve life in Irving.
It's Irving Day in Austin. A delegation from Irving makes the trip every legislative session, but this time around, the group is bigger.
Well, I'm so glad so many people are here.
Inside the State House, a resolution from Representative Linda Harper Brown and read by a clerk recognized many of Irving's top qualities.
And whereas Irving's educational and cultural resources make it a fine place to live and work.
It's a resolution that brought out pride among the leaders and residents on the trip.
I'm a resident of Irving and I work for the city of Irving. It's great.
Thank you for coming here today.
We do a lot, we contribute a lot, and it's great to see, all of our representatives down there who do a wonderful job of representing us get up there and kind of talk with pride about everything that Irving does for Texas.
The city of Irving is constantly growing and striving for excellence.
It's huge. I mean, it speaks volumes for our organization.
So welcome to your capital.
Here for Irving Day are interested residents,
hoping to just kind of see how the whole legislative process works.
Small business owners,
What we do is we import chocolate from France,
and reps from some worldwide companies.
All of these tiles here are what we call active tiles. It's because they're in real time.
Aya Key of Irving-based BlackBerry found out that her phone, not even on the market yet, was effective at getting lawmakers' attention.
Hey, all the legislators are, I heard you have the new device. Could I see it? Can I take a peek? Can I hold it?
And once she has their attention, she can talk about legislative issues.
It's a very important city for us, an important state, and we're very happy to be here.
They are all talking about how what happens here at the Capitol can have a direct impact on their businesses.
we can come together with and advocate for the same issues and kind of just encourage the legislators to help us.
Irving is our main employee location in the state of Texas, and so we have issues around moving our people through the city to get to our different buildings and locations.
Representatives of both small businesses and large businesses on this trip say they share many of the same needs, among them having a reliable water supply and making sure their businesses are easily accessible to both customers and employees. And those are the same priorities put forth by the Chamber of Commerce and the City of Irving in their legislative agendas.
Well, I think that those are really our top issues this session, that we're going to be talking about infrastructure, which is highways and water, and then we're also talking about the education of our children.
Well, we focused primarily on transportation, education, and we also focus on a lot of the economic development incentives.
In a very short period of time, what we're going to start is hearing bills. Now,
Representative Rafael Anchia says the state is in a better financial position this session to take action on these issues.
I'm hopeful that with our surplus and with the money that we have in the rainy day fund, we're going to be able to fund transportation infrastructure, water, and public education. Those are three things that have been either neglected or cut significantly during the last couple of years. And the nice thing is we have the money this session to be talking about these things. I'm really appreciative of the leadership of Irving on all three fronts.
Lawmakers we talked to say Irving's strong showing here at the Capitol will not be forgotten.
That allows Irving to speak with a strong voice down here in Austin. It gets our attention as lawmakers, and it lets us know that you care enough to do it.
It definitely does have an impact on the members when they see and hear the number of people that are here because of all the applause that they received today. And because of all the awards that the city has won, that always gets their attention, and they will remember the city of Irving.
And even though this event is only one day, Irving leaders will make trips here throughout the legislative session.
The various state committees are always having hearings and meetings and so forth.
We are here to make sure that our 5 legislators, our 3 state reps, and our 2 state senators who represent Irving fully understand our legislative agenda in terms of business. We're here to let other leadership at the state capitol know that Irving is very pro-business, and we expect the state to do so as well.
To make sure that they understand how passionate we are about that, how passionate we are about it being a great place to work, how passionate we are about it being a great place to live, how important education is to us, and those are the key things that are being discussed and that we want our legislatures to understand.
So even as this day ends, Irving leaders are confident they made a lasting impression.
They know we're formidable. They know that we are a force.
And they know our issues.
It's just time well spent.
Thomas Gandy for InVision Irving.
Now to some of the economic wins the City of Irving and Chamber of Commerce are celebrating. Tech Systems is bringing 500 jobs here as it opens a new information technology center. And now that Christus Health has consolidated its statewide offices in Irving, it's hiring. The goal is to grow from 600 to 1,000 employees by mid-year. The jobs include IT, accounting, and human resources. Irving also continues to see more new home construction. You are looking at the grand opening celebration for the Villas of Alta Vista at Las Colinas. The Normandy Homes development is located near the Las Colinas Country Club. These homes come with all the high-end features you might expect, and because they're on high ground, some have views all the way to downtown Dallas. The homes start at about $460,000. One apartment complex completed some big improvements. The transformation is remarkable. Ashley Roberts got a tour.
Britton Way apartment homes have a brand new look.
It's really impressive. This is a complete transformation.
The new multi-million-dollar development on Lane Street near O'Connor Road in South Irving is attracting some major attention.
We're really glad that they've taken the opportunity to make this investment in Irving, but especially when you look at South Irving.
Owner and developer Deepak Sulaki says he felt this affordable housing community was the perfect project to invest in.
This was the right location to capitalize on, the growth of the roads, the fact that we have, all this real estate developments going on around.
The original complex was built back in 1962 and eventually developed many structural issues and health hazards.
All kinds of problems, they had, most importantly because of their age, they had asbestos and lead-based paint.
I remember driving by here and say, that was an eyesore, and now an eyesore is a very attractive property.
After 2 years of planning and 10 months of construction, Britton Way now boasts a new modern design and is LEED Gold Star certified.
I think the most important part about LEED is the fact that you are reducing consumption of energy and water by at least 30% of industry standards.
Sulaki says the property has very low volatile organic compounds, which makes for a much greener way of life.
It's a little expensive, but it's worth it because you're having healthier things.
Energy Star rated appliances and high efficiency lighting are also new eco-friendly features.
The residents are going to really love us because energy costs are going to be low.
And every apartment has a fresh air ventilating system, removing outdoor pollutants.
Sometimes when you walk into a house, within 5 minutes you start yawning. Now that would never happen here because you have a constant supply of fresh air.
Already more than 150 units are occupied or leased. The attractive multi-family complex is certainly an accomplishment to recognize. The recent grand opening was celebrated at a Chamber of Commerce 5-star mixer. Impressed city leaders and business owners have high hopes for the surrounding community.
Not only this property, but the motivation, enthusiasm all around this property is catching on. And we're seeing homes, churches, everything around here is being transformed.
I think this really sets the bar and the standard very high, for folks who want to come and build residential in Irving, that this is what they're going to have to compare to.
What we envision for this.
Sulaki is also creating partnerships, including one with the Irving Family YMCA in an extra effort to improve quality of life for his tenants.
I'm just so impressed that He's not just building an apartment complex, but really trying to build a community within a community.
The Make a Splash and Salsa Sabor y Salud programs will also help by introducing residents to pool safety and adopt a healthier lifestyle.
That's a wonderful idea. I mean, I wish that there were more apartment complexes that would actually do that.
Both Sulaki and city officials hope the new complex and innovative concepts create a ripple effect all throughout South Irving. Ashley Roberts for InVision Irving.
And we have more ribbon cuttings to show you. Irving is known for having a lot of jobs in the technology field, and we have some examples of how those companies are growing.
What we're celebrating is Wave 2 has merged with All Covered, which is a division of Konica Minolta Business Solutions. And we're celebrating the opening of the Dallas market office.
2, 3.
All Covered provides IT support, IT services to firms throughout the United States, the second largest managed IT service firm in the United States. Irving is uniquely situated throughout the United States, and also it's one of the prime markets for all of our healthcare related activities. So we see growth pretty well.
Today we have an opportunity to actually showcase our grand opening, our new U.S. global headquarters. And we're very excited about that. Today is the culmination of 3 years of making this happen. Solaris is a global technology company. We actually have 4 facets of our company. We do repair, we do fiber optics networks. We actually manufacture our own fiber optics. We sell transceivers, which we are made here in the United States, and we sell recycled, refurbished telecommunication equipment. We wanted to be in close proximity to DART and to the airport. Most of our stuff is transported externally out of the United States. We do a lot of exports, so it's very, very important to be close to the airport. We're a new member of the Chamber. We're really excited about that. We're part of the Women Alliance as well as the Chamber, and we're really planning to get involved here locally in our community. This is just part of the community outreach to know that we're here in Irving and going to make a difference in our community.
Now to our special focus, a place for you. We're looking at some of the different groups available through the Chamber of Commerce. We caught up with the young professionals of Irving-Las Colinas during a recent mixer at Hackberry Creek Country Club.
Irving was named one of the top 10 places for young professionals' happiness in the United States, and we're here to try and help cultivate that environment and make new connections and leads with young professionals.
The Young Professionals is a great social outlet. It's a great way to meet new people. It's also a great way to network and find new business opportunities.
Out of the events, we are a group of like-minded professionals that come together, and if I have a specific project that I'm working on or I need a resource, we'll bounce ideas off each other to partner.
I just came out of college and I didn't know that Las Colinas and Irving would provide networking events just like this one. As you can see, the crowd is a lot of diversity. You can get to know people that probably outside of work you wouldn't know. So I would just invite people just to come over here and experience the networking.
In addition to those networking events, this group also holds Lunch and Learn to keep business members up to date on business trends. The Chamber also has a Women's Alliance, and we're happy to have with us today Tammy Fulcher, who is the chair, as well as a member of the group, Priscilla Montgomery. Ladies, thank you both for being here very much. We appreciate it. Tammy, let's begin with you. What is the group and what's your mission?
Sure. The mission of the Women's Alliance is to provide networking, education, and leadership opportunities to women in the business community.
In Irving, in the Irving area?
In Irving, but we also welcome folks outside of Irving as well.
And Priscilla, tell me about your membership in the group and what it means to you and what you get out of it.
Yeah, the Women's Alliance brings together so many diverse women from different professional backgrounds. So as a young professional, it provides me the opportunity to not only meet these other professionals, but also provides me volunteer opportunities. I'm currently serving right now on the communications committee, and we're really trying to get the Women's Alliance more out there. But within that capacity, I've been able to meet some amazing women, our speakers, and apart from the volunteers.
And you just never know where those networking opportunities are going to come from, or those learning opportunities. Tammy, it's also interesting that you nurture the next generation as well. Tell us about that.
Sure, we feel that's real important as far as investing in the next generation, and one way we do that and live by that is we provide scholarships to young women coming out of the school system here in Irving, and we're very pleased that we have doubled those scholarships in our year here that I've been asked to chair the committee. And one thing that we do that I believe is unique is, we go beyond here's the money, good luck to you. We want to keep a relationship going and really let those young ladies know that we're a network that's always available to them. And so we've seen that in action already by the recipient from last year. She's been to some of our meetings, and she has reached out to us on a couple of occasions to ask advice. So we want to continue to do that for our future scholarship winners as well.
That is fantastic. So Priscilla, how do people get involved?
Wow, there's so many different ways to get involved. Our committee is constantly growing. So you can obviously go to a luncheon and be an attendee. But you can also volunteer. So you can volunteer through our communications committee, through our programs committee, through our mentorship committee. So there are definitely different avenues where people can volunteer in.
And it's the Women's Alliance. So that begs the question, what are the special needs, the special challenges that women have in business that they might be able to get some help tackling through the relationships in this group?
Well, sure. We, through education, and that's our lunch and learns, if you will, we tackle topics that our membership has told us that they're interested in through surveys and feedback. So we'll do entrepreneurship, we'll do marketing, sales, finance, and that type of thing. But above and beyond that, I believe it's the networking and building the relationships, because that's what will get you in a door. That's what will keep you front of mind when the opportunity does arise to have business relationships.
What do you think some of the differences are, though, for men and women, that women can really benefit from a group like this to challenge, that maybe men don't face in the same way that we do in business?
I think women in general usually are not as forthright as, say, a man in the business world. Right. We are very relationship oriented.
That's who we are.
That's exactly right. So for us, it's all about the relationships. We're not there to sell anything at these events, and I've heard a lot of feedback from those that attend that's like, you know what, this is one of the best events that I go to because no one's trying to sell me anything. It's a great, vivacious, energetic group, great relationships, and they keep coming back and they spread the word.
That's great. Priscilla, how specifically have you benefited from your membership?
Oh wow, there's been several benefits. I work for Dr. Rena Kuba at the Children's Dental Center, and her practice is fairly new. It's barely going on 3 years old. So when she actually decided to open up her practice in Irving, she was new, she didn't know anybody. So she started sending her staff to these luncheons so we could not only network with other professionals, but also get to just see what other businesses were here. And since we've been going to the luncheons, we've actually have purchased supplies for many of the businesses that have been attending. And we're much more aware of the businesses that are around, so if we need anything, we know who to call.
The Women's Business Alliance. Tammy, Priscilla, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to tell us about it.
Thank you.
Select high school seniors get a jump start on the business world in the Future Leaders of Irving program. We caught up with them on a tour of the Irving Convention Center. It was part of a day-long focus on infrastructure and transportation.
What impressed me the most today was how the convention center worked, and I didn't know they had that many buildings and how they separate or whatnot.
During the day, they also learned more about the Dart Orange line and even some high-flying careers. Valerie Mason covered their visit to the Aviation Institute of Maintenance.
Yes. Okay, that is the system that raises and lowers the landing gear.
With one question, a budding career could be in the making.
When I first went into the industry, the glory was with the pilots. But let me make one statement. Without the people maintaining the airplane, the pilots become unemployed.
On a visit to the Aviation Institute of Maintenance in Irving, these high school seniors learned what it takes to be an aviation technician.
We teach the education in airframe and power plant, which allows the students the base knowledge required in order to go on and test for their airframe and power plant license. What that is the ticket and opportunity to work in the aviation industry.
These seniors are members of the Future Leaders of Irving, a youth program with the Chamber of Commerce. The goal is to educate and develop skills for young people who want to become future business and civic leaders.
We're very excited to have them here.
This AIM campus is one of 10 across the country, with another to open up in Las Vegas in the near future. It's a 19-month program with an additional 5-month option.
The 19-month is the AMT program, which focuses specifically on the airframe and power plant portions of the curriculum. And then we also have an AMTE, which includes the avionics portion. And that's additional 5 months where they learn the electrical side of the instruments, the cockpit, and be able to troubleshoot and repair.
Following the program, graduates can take the FAA exam to obtain their mechanic's license. After receiving their license, they can apply for an entry-level position as a technician.
A technician is not just a technician. They are levels. And to be able to work on aircraft, because aircraft are so complex, and because if you foul up, you could wind up hurting hundreds of people.
A piston engine goes up and down and side to side. A turbine engine goes round and round.
The seniors got a close-up look at the workshop, where AIM students get hands-on experience.
Every nut, bolt, and screw on a plane has to be tied down. Because if it wasn't and vibrate loose, what's going to happen? It's going to fall apart. Right, the plane's going to come down, or the helicopter not in a good way either, right?
For more than 10 years, these schools have produced thousands of graduates who have gone on to successful careers in the aviation industry.
They can work in smaller airport, like an FBO, the MROs. They can work for the major airlines later on in their career.
So guys, if aviation maintenance is something that is sparking just a little interest in your mind, do a lot of research.
Good advice for those future leaders of Irving and those who want to land a position as an aviation technician. For InVision Irving, I'm Valerie Mason.
By now, you've probably heard that the City of Irving received the Malcolm Baldrige Award for Performance Excellence. The Chamber of Commerce promoted the award during the 2013 State of the City Address, which featured Mayor Beth Van Dyne talking about the successes and challenges in the city.
This past year, we have seen firsthand that the voice of the people is more often than not contrasting opinions, competing messages, and unpredictable intentions. Our job is to balance the disparate voices, evaluate realistic and sometimes unconventional solutions, implement action and achieve results, pure and simple, realizing that the only known consequence is that we will inevitably disappoint at least one person with every decision that we make. However, that cannot prevent us from bringing these issues to light, discussing them in a public setting, and making potentially unpopular but necessary decisions.
The Baldrige Performance Excellence Program Director was also a featured speaker. Harry Hertz stopped by ICTN before the event.
What can business owners, CEOs, managers learn from Irving's story and Irving's success?
Well, I think there are two things they can learn from that. First, to be proud because they have their businesses in a top-rated city in the United States. The second, hopefully, that they will learn is some of what Irving has done, and they'll take those same Baldrige criteria and apply them to their businesses and improve, and hopefully some of them might win the Baldrige Award in the future.
The Chamber found a unique way to promote that award. It's why some of the Las Colinas people movers have a new look.
We're actually doing a visual transformation in a lot of ways, taking two of the existing APT cars from the Irving-Las Colinas APT system and visually changing the look of them entirely.
The APT system is a circulator transportation system within the urban center, and there are 4 existing stations.
we're taking the Malcolm Baldrige Award logo that the city just received and making that into a big rolling billboard campaign.
Why did the Chamber want to do this?
Well, really, it's the business community and our members and our investors. They're really proud of our city partners in accomplishing, a national quality award such as the Baldrige. This is the first city in Texas and the second city in the nation to do so. So we thought it was important to, help promote what exactly our city partners accomplished.
I would say it's probably one of the neatest projects that we've worked on in some time with the city and the Chamber. It's an opportunity to do something to show off our city, and now we get to say we did that. What they're doing here today is the most challenging part is that big curved surface, getting that vinyl to wrap around that surface really smooth and perfectly.
The Baldrige Award, as we've all learned, is a very prestigious award, and it's very exciting to have the city of Irving be awarded that. And we're very happy and glad that the APT can be a part of recognizing what the city of Irving has accomplished.
Tourism is a big part of our city. And so when we've got executives from out of town, I'm hoping that, when they're in Williams Square and in the Urban Center, they're going to look up and see, wow, Irving's associated with the Malcolm Baldrige Award. And that's really what our message is the city has accomplished something so great, the Malcolm Baldrige Award, and we want our executives from out of the area to know what Irving's doing.
Extremely proud to be a part of the city of Irving, and of course this Baldrige Award is just makes us very proud to be from Irving and own a business here.
Time now for our good deed, and what a neat idea it is. It's a social media campaign that ended with an important donation. Las Colinas Medical Center promised to donate $1 to Irving Animal Services for every new like it got on Facebook. The hospital ended up donating $2,500.
This is just one extra thing that we can do from the hospital standpoint to give back to the city, and this is a worthwhile organization, so it was very easy for us to get a lot of our employees engaged with this.
The money went to the city's Animal Assistance Fund. Thanks for watching this edition of InVision Irving. Remember, you can see updates on upcoming events by visiting irvingchamber.com. I'm Jolene DeVito. We'll see you next time.